Hi everyone, and welcome to TW. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole here with the Green Lantern or the Green Light and Aiden English. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see the ongoing fight that started between Four and Killian Cross last week. Well, Michael Cole says, well, I'll tell you one thing the Green Lantern said. I know I know he had a hang up with Killian Cross when Killian Cross last week threw him through a board and they had their board and hammer axe match. Well, I'll tell you one thing Aiden English said. The one thing about Killian Cross is he doesn't really care about laws. He don't care about oversight. He just likes beating up folks. And why he picked on Four, we'll never know. Because he's not in line, because he hasn't told us why. Well, first we have Killian Cross coming in the ring with Scar O'Dove. Everyone wants to know why I picked Four to start my shit with. Four thinks he's all that, but at the end of the day, he's not. See, last week on Friday Night Smackdown, I beat him. And no one's seen Four since I laid the Smackdown on. No one. So the way I look at it, that makes me the meanest man on the here. That makes me the meanest man in the TWF. And you might wonder, why is it that I never ever won any winnings yet? Not the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, not the Allegheny Earldom winnings, the Pennsylvania Right winnings, the light heavyweight winnings, the 24/7 winnings, the hard middle winnings, made winnings, or the YouTube winnings yet. But that's coming. Sooner or later, I know if I have my match of Four, I'll win. That's right. Killian Cross will win his match against Four, Scar O'Dove says, because he has won every match he's ever been, everyone he's ever wrestled against. Well, there have been some folks who got that win over him, but they're far and in between. Truly, at the end of the day, Killian Cross went unbeaten for 8 between matches when he was in WWE on NXT. He lost about 2 when he was on Raw, but whatever, we don't talk about that anymore. So you don't talk about that anymore. Four goes. You don't talk about that, huh? Well, I guess you don't bring up the times Killian Cross lost in the TWF then if you're not going to bring up his free losses that happened in his time in WWE. You like to make yourself out to be unbeatable and unstoppable, Killian Cross, but you're not. Yeah, you went 8 between matches unbeaten on NXT. When you went from NXT to Raw, you lost to Jeff Hardy, then you lost to Keith Lee. How the fuck did that all happen? We don't know. And then you lost to Samoa Joe, so that was it. So don't talk about being unbeaten and unstoppable and unyielding, Killian Cross, because we know that didn't work out. And I haven't forgotten what you did to me. Hit me from behind, threw me through a board. But I got back at you, didn't I? When I hit you with my axe hammer through the board. And I said if I was going to get my hands on you, I was going to get back that win that you took from me the last time we wrestled. So the way I look at it, I think we should have a match, here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Only this time, only this time I think you're going to be the one that's going to, you're going to be the one losing. Alright. I know a lot of folks don't like to come into my room and ask for matches, and that is sad. But here today, we're going to have our match. And today, we're going to see Four fight Killian Cross here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Astronema says. And that's going to happen, Ecliptor says, now. Well, we got the fight lore in the ring now. And let's see what comes out of this. Well, Scar the Dove. With Killian Cross, you get 2 for 1, so wherever he goes, she goes. Only when he went from NXT to Raw, she didn't come Raw with him, Michael Cole says. No, that is true, the Green Lantern said. But is Killian Cross, is he unbeatable, unstoppable, and I don't think so. Aiden English said, "What's this?" Oh! And Killian Cross ran right at 4, and he got hit by the axe hammer. Well, I always thought 4 only had a hammer. How did it shift over to an axe hammer, Aiden English said, and how is it lawful? Killian Cross, said Aiden English, says, how is it even lawful in the match, in the fight? Killian Cross came again, 4 just knocked him right back down with the hammer. And you might say, well, looks like Killian Cross is going to get beat by 4 here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Yeah, Aiden English said, it looks like that's going to happen. But I think it takes more than being hit with a hammer 2 times to get beaten, Aiden English says. What to see about that, the Green Lantern said, if we do get the 1, 2, 3, 1. If we get the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, 4. And now 4 beat Killian Cross here today on Friday Night Smackdown, and now gets even for what Killian Cross did to him, earlier did to him last week. What he did to him last week. Now tell me, Aiden English said, how fair is that? That 4 can have an axe hammer, Aiden English says, and somehow, someway, Killian Cross runs at it 2 times, then gets beat, Aiden English says. Some would say that was badly written or badly booked. I don't know which is which. Well, first off, 4 always has a hammer with him. It is what it is. There have been a lot of folks that think the hammer should be unlawful. The Green Lantern says. But it's already hard enough fighting to get it in his hand. Be hard enough fighting to get it back into his hand once you took it out. The Green Lantern said, well, you might be right about that one. The Green Light said, you might be right about that. But at the end of the day, Killian Cross took a loss to 4 here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And he could be irked and mad and angry and wretched. But it's not going to shift. He lost that match. Well, I understand that Gene Okerlund now is now going to talk with Killian Cross, or Killer Cross, whatever you want to call him. That's right, Michael Cole. I'm going to talk with Killian Cross, or Killer Cross, here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And Killian Cross, you have not doing very well. I don't say I didn't do well, Gene Okerlund. Yeah, who's to say I wasn't doing very well, Gene Okerlund? I tell you what, Thor with his hammer, his axe hammer. I don't give a shit about the evened land North god of thunder. He thinks he's a shit. Well, let me tell you something. Oh, tell you something for Odin's son. You're mine. And if you think that Loki or Lukai or whatever you want to call him was a big hang up for you in your films and your books and your plays and your shows and your sagas and tales, well, I'm just worse. You think you're so fun? Well, I dare you to have a wrestling match with me without a wrestling fight with me without your axe hammer. Hey, we can have a match where we can put that up, and the winner can then beat up the loser with it, if you're dare enough. So you're daring for Odin's son to put his axe hammer up in a match with you without the axe hammer, and if whoever gets it can then work it on whoever. Yeah, that's what I said, Gene Okerlund. We call it an axe hammer on a steeple match. Only I don't know if the steeple that we have would hold it. But if Thor is bold and fearless, he'll take me up on that dare. Well, Skarda Dove, you seem to think that your husband, you seem to think that he's unbeatable and unstoppable, unyieldable. Well, Gene Okerlund, he has taken some losses, but he has won more matches than he has lost. Yes, he lost about 3 matches in WWE, 2 on Raw and 1 on NXT. But he was unbeaten for a long time, Gene Okerlund. And yes, he may have lost some matches here in the TWF, but he doesn't really care about that. He's going to get his hands on Fort Odin's son, and he's going to shame him. He's going to beat the evened land North god of thunder. That's what he's going to do. He's going to shame him and make him the laughingstock of the wanted bonds of good. Well, Killian Cross and Skarda Dove say that they're daring Thor to fight him without his axe hammer. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Killian Cross and Skarda Dove here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And it looks like it's all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole for the Green Lantern and Aiden English. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Run-In or Overtake.